This is a very quick case study on recruiting salespeople specifically, and also showing you some of the tools and how they were used. This was for a company who have a very large sales force in London, and we had to look at the recruitment, the performance, and the ongoing support and training. And the whole issue, and really the ultimate aim, was to increase their overall sales performance with their existing sales teams. So the first thing we did, and this is the part I'm just going to concentrate in this very short video, just to give you an idea of some of the things and how they're applied. As you know, recruiting salespeople is all about people. You know, their CV, their work history. None of this really tells you enough, and there's an awful lot of it comes down to almost gut feeling when it comes to salespeople. With personality reports, you're trying to do away with some of that gut feeling and give you something a little more reliable. The first thing we did with this client then would be to look at their existing sales team and look at what we call historical modelling. What is already working, what is not working. So every person on the sales team was asked to complete the personality questionnaire. And then what we do is we go through with the sales manager, who knows intimately who the good performers are and who the poor performers are, and what we're looking for is a pattern. And what we saw in this case was a very strong pattern and a very unusual one, which was a surprise to everyone. So this is where this facility comes into play. To give you an idea, there were over 100 field salespeople in this company. So what we looked for here was the pattern, and what we discovered was that the high performers, all of them, appeared in the one single quadrant. So here's your 4-quadrant diagram. All their top performers were found to be in the same quadrant. Now that doesn't mean they all have the same personality type, but they're all quite close in terms of personality. What we also discovered was that the poor performers, not only were they spread across the other three, but the poorest were found in a single quadrant. And the great irony was that the quadrant that they were found in would be typically where you would find salespeople. So if I was coming in without having done the historical modelling and a company was looking for salespeople, this is the quadrant that you would normally look to. And in practice, what they discovered was those people who are stereotypically salespeople were not performing at all. And a rather unconventional personality was proving to be successful in their environment, in their sales. And the point here is that your environment, like theirs, will be unique to you. So what works for one company shouldn't be presumed to work for your company. So the simple answer is we do some historical modelling. You look at what you're already working with, you analyse that, you look at where they are, and if you see a pattern, and almost invariably you do, then you now know, as this company now does, the people they are looking for all belong in a single quadrant. And therefore, to waste time training and supporting and recruiting people outside of that quadrant really is a waste of time. And they need to spend more and more time in that single quadrant, spending more time with the people who are really high performers. And in this case, the difference between a high performer could be the sales difference of £5 million per year compared to 500,000 per year. Their top performers, of which there were quite a few, were doing 10 times the results of their average performers, and doing it with a lot less support required and a lot less fuss. So that's just a small example of how you use historical modelling within the system so that you can get better salespeople, increase your sales, your bottom line, your top line significantly. Thanks for watching.